This is the book of Isaiah 31, starting verse 1, that says, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai." First, I'd like to start off by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honor to the teachers, elders, and apostles of Great Millstone. Also to you, brothers out there that put on this truth, faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep. And to you, brothers and sisters that are tuning in, Shalom. And today we're going to take a look at, you're going to see this video playing here. And this video is really going to go into these jakes that are still associated with Esau's military. Not understanding that although Esau military is strong here on this earth, and as we see right now in the news, these other nations are challenging the might of America, Great Babylon America, they still believe that nobody can defeat the United States military, and that is often drilled into the heads of service members that go into this military. And those of you who have experienced that when you serve in the military, then you know what I'm talking about. But if you could see here on this picture here, I put the chariots above because why? This is what Esau is really going to have to contend with in the end. Okay, the beast system, the beast is going to have to contend with Yahushua Mashiach when he returns with the heavenly army. Okay, and Jake doesn't understand that they are part of a kingdom soon to be established on this earth that is we can't even put a millennium or centuries of the advanced technology that is going to be returning back, because why? It's going to be Yahushua Mashiach who created everything in this universe, so we can't even put how advanced Yahushua military is going to be that's going to be returning to redeem Yasharala, us so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos from the clutches of this wicked devil Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white man. And this is verse 2, and it says, "Yet he also is wise, and will bring evil, and will not call back his words, but will rise against the house of the evildoers, and against the help of them that work iniquity." So if you're a Jacob, you're working along with Esau, who is the evildoer on this earth, okay, you are going to be getting that judgment for Yahushua and Mashiach, okay? You're going to be getting that smoke, okay? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai has his eyes set on you because you are part, okay, of this wicked system that's on this earth. You are helping, okay? Let's continue. It says, "Now the Egyptians are men and not God," and it capitalized the word God, G-O-D, capital G-O-D. Now, I brought out a video yesterday that says, he is not a God after all, okay? Meaning what? This man, okay, has fear. He has fear of men dressed in sackcloth that goes on the highways and the byways and bring out this truth, this gospel, okay, in regards, okay, to the salvation of Israel, us so-called blacks, Native Americans, Latinos, and the speckled birds across this earth, and also the damnation, okay, and the perdition, okay, of this wicked devil, the so-called white man, and all of the minions that have served under him, who's going to go into 1,000 years of slavery. But Esau, the Edomite, okay, the so-called white man, is going to be put to death at the conclusion of that, okay, when his services is no longer needed, all right? And it says, "And the horse is flesh and not spirit. When the Lord Yahweh shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they all shall fail together." So that's going to be a conglomerate of these nations that are helping Esau. That's what these nations are doing at the UN meeting, okay? You've got the Ammonites, okay, Japan, okay? You've got the Moabites, China, okay? You get the Hamites, okay, those African nations, okay? You get the Ishmaelites, okay? And you know those Middle Eastern, those Middle Eastern nations, okay, and you got the the other nations that are working along with Esau, okay, including Jake, okay, 2/3 of Jake that are associated with Esau, okay. They're all gonna fail because they're coming up against the holy ones of Israel, okay, the chosen, the elect of Israel. Let's go into the book of Ecclesiastes 12 and 10, because no matter how much you talk to these Jakes, okay, and let them know, like, man, look here, you had the opportunity to not bow down to that man, didn't get the hell out, okay? Take the way out. And to you brothers and sisters out there that are listening to this, you'll be shocked, okay? Because I still have some connection with some of the people that are still serving, that talk to me now and then. They're like, "Hey man, where are you?" Okay? And it's like, here's the deal. The majority of the people that refuse, okay, that did not bow down to the mandate, are doggone Edomites. That's astonishingly, okay? Like Edomites, 90% of them are Edomites. Jake, them, they openly sat down, okay, and bowed down to the mandate, okay, without even thinking about it, because they trust in Egypt, okay. So this is the book of Ecclesiastes 12, starting verse 10, and it says, "Never trust thine enemy." Who's the enemy? Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white man. For like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness, and this man wickedness never changes. All you have to do when you're dealing with this man is think about the slavery that we've gone through, the rape, the pillage, the murder, the lynchings, okay? Those should always be inside your mind when you are dealing with this man. And it says, though he humble himself, meaning he will come to you and go, call you by your first name, maybe even your last name, and go crouching, yet take good heed and be aware of him. Meaning what? You should always be suspicious of this doggone white man. Always be suspicious of the so-called white man and these other nations. But we're dealing with doggone Esau, okay? Because we have our eyes and we're raising our voice, okay? Against who? Mount Seir, okay? The so-called white man, okay? His empire. Because that's who's in rulership right now. And it says, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou had wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust had not all been together wiped away. Okay? When you are dealing with this man, you should always look at him and know he smile in your face with them red, beady, evil eyes that they have, their skin all pasty and red, from sunburns. Okay? Think to yourself in this. If you have the thought and the memories, okay, of the lynching, the rape, the killings, okay, the butchering that goes on right now under the hands of their so-called law enforcement, okay, the unjust sentencing by these doggone justice, the imprisonment of our people for just about any type of infraction that's committed, okay, then you should know that he wants you dead. And guess what? Likewise, you should be thinking that in your head when you are dealing with them. They are our natural enemy. Esau is our enemy. Don't get complacent, Jacob. All right, Esau is our enemy. He wants you dead, and likewise, you should be thinking the exact same thing. I can't wait to get your doggone red ass into the kingdom and beat you for 1,000 doggone years every time you come back to life. You reincarnate back to life, okay? And then we finally put you to doggone death at the conclusion of it. And that is the way your mentality should always be when you deal with these people. Then shake their hand and go, okay, pay me. All right, let's go into the book of Ecclesiastes 13. And starting with verse 4, and it says, if thou be for his profit, which means what? He wants you to come and put your soul, your body, your spirit on the line, okay? In the name of democracy. You're a citizen. You're a patriot, okay? He will use thee, but if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee. Meaning what? When he then broke your body, break your back, feed you the poisons that he does in the military, inject you with every doggone known type of friggin' experimental crap that they have, okay? He's gonna forsake you and say, screw you, man, go to the VA, okay? But they're gonna doggone finish you off over there. Because those aren't doctors over there, those are butchers, okay? I personally knew a couple of them like that. They never passed the medical board, okay? They don't clean the utensils that they use for you like that, okay? Because I've been there and I had to go to other civilian doctors, okay? And end up having to get, okay, tetanus shot and all kinds of other different things like that because I got contaminated at the Veterans Affairs Hospital, okay? So those are butchers. That's a death place over there. You got to go there and see that for yourself if you haven't experienced that, okay? And it says, if thou have anything, he will live with thee, he will make thee bear, and will not be sorry for it. So he doesn't give a crap about you. He'll have you sign these contracts, okay? Hey, sign here, sign here, sign here, okay? Why? Because Jake don't like to read. Remember, if you want to hide anything from a nigga, just put it in a damn book. That's the same thing that goes with these doggone contracts, and that's why we see this all over in all the industries in Great Babylon, America, where Jake died penniless, okay, because they don't read the small print. They rush you everything because they're just looking at the smile. They trust this devil. And it says, if he have need for thee, he will deceive thee and smile upon thee. Again, I just mentioned that, right? And put thee in hope, meaning what, man? I'm going to make it big. I can go talk to my family. I could be somebody. I could have this life, okay? He will speak thee fair and say, what wantest thou? So Esau likes to do all these things. So that's the reason why you see them offering bonuses and all that stuff like that. Hey, maybe you can get an education so you can get a job after you get out, okay? Which doesn't work, okay? They tell you you're gonna travel the world and all this other different places like that. Okay, if you serve for real like that, you're gonna usually stay in some doggone tent like that and eating food that actually they wouldn't even put in a can to go feed a damn wild dingo dog, okay? And it says, and he will shame thee by his meats until he have drawn thee dry thrice, and at the last he will laugh at thee to scorn afterward. When he seeth thee, he will forsake thee and shake his head at thee. Because see, Esau lets you see what he has, okay, which is what's going to draw you in, okay? Because if you don't do what he wants you to do, is sign this contract and get in, and we'll get that bonuses and we'll get the GI Bill and all that stuff for that, then you're not going to be able to have a life like he has, okay? So that's the reason why they always like to show you these retirement pictures and all these other things of these veterans enjoying their life in Key Largo or some other place in Florida, okay? But that's not the case. Let's go into the book. Okay, this is the book of 2nd Esdras, because this is what really actually takes place here. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 16. Okay, this is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 16, starting at verse 69, and it says, "And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot." Okay, so guess what? When you trust this man, okay, you're going to be in derision. The Lord is going to set a target on you now to be what? You're going to be consumed, okay, by the judgment of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. You're looking at these chariots, okay? This is what's coming, okay, for not only Esau, but it's also going to be for those 2/3 that are sided with this damn devil. They've trusted in Egypt, okay? So you're going to be trod underfoot, because remember, this man already used you, then he's going to throw you away, he's going to laugh at you, scorn you, okay? And now you have a target on your back from the Lord, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, okay? And that angels are going to come, okay, and put you to death. Now let's take a look at what these look like. Okay, because there's a judgment that's for Esau, and you're going to get it if you continue to be go along with Esau. This is the book of Isaiah 13, starting verse 15, and it says, "Everyone that is found shall be trust true, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword." When you go and you swear your pledge, your allegiance, wear that uniform and all that stuff like that, and you got the opportunity to get the hell out, until this man go screw himself and take whatever it comes with, because of course they come at you and they say, "You know what? We're going to ask you back for the bonus. Okay, we're going to dishonorably discharge you." You should laugh when they go the word dishonorable, because this man is dishonorable. What is honorable about Esau? What is honorable about the so-called white man? Not a damn thing. He's broken every treaty that he's had with any nation, and that's why these nations are now sick of him. Now they're not looking to use the petrodollar anymore. They're now looking to come up against this man. And it's scriptural what's going to happen to them. I'm going to read it for you right now. And it says, "Their children also should be dashed to pieces before their eyes, and their houses should be spoiled, and their wives ravished. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard the silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it." So guess what? The Lord Yahushua HaMashiach is doing what? He's going to stir up, okay, another equally just as wicked, greedy Edomite, okay, nation that is going to come up against this greedy one that is oppressed us, okay, spiritual Egypt and Sodom, okay? And they're going to do the dirty work of the Lord, okay, before the Lord returns and turn around and squash all of them, okay? But guess what? If you're in the mix of that, you're going to get that doggone judgment, okay? Your kids are going to get dashed to pieces. Your wives are going to get ravished, you doggone men, okay, that are in Esau's military, okay, in his service. And it says, "Their bows also should be dashed a young man to pieces, and they should have no pity on the fruit of the womb, and their eyes should not spare children." So guess what? You know how they always like to, talk about the military family. You go and stay on these different bases for 3 years, and you go to the next one and all that other stuff, and they give you housing, and you have all of these little picnics and all this other crap like that. Guess what? That's not going to matter, because now you're going to get judged just like that. And guess what? That ain't going to be the time when you're going to be suddenly saying, "Hey, gee, what were those scriptures saying again? Can I talk to you guys now?" It's going to be too late, okay? So this is Jake. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Tell a man to go screw himself. This is not your place of rest. This is not your nation. This is not your kingdom, okay? This is a queendom. It's going to be destroyed. Take a look at what you're going to go up against, okay? Chariots, okay? Chariots of the Lord, okay? It's coming to take out this man, this military, and you don't stand a doggone prayer. And this man's going to put you in the front line to do his dirty work for absolutely no gain. See you in the kingdom, okay? You 2/3. So with that, I'd like to close it by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, double honors to teachers, elders, and apostles of great mill, so and also to you brothers out there to put on the truth faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep, and to brothers and sisters are tuning in. Shalom.